Silver Wolf, 11, 12, 20, 26. The bastard did it. All of us. Down to the last man. I don't have enough time myself. If anyone is still alive on this godforsaken rock, understand that the masked man has weakness. It's...
Welcome back to another installment of the Sounds of Geekdom. Today we're going to be taking a look at a fan-made music video based on Hatsune Miku's World Is Mine. But to yap a bit, I do want to apologize for all of my fans who have subscribed to this channel specifically for Vocaloid content. The last time I ever made Vocaloid related content on this channel was when I talked about Welcome to Vocaloid, which is, oh my god, almost a year ago? Wow, I've been slacking. The only reason I've been under the dirt when it comes to producing Vocaloid content is the fact that I can't seem to find any content to make out of it. Like, yeah, there's a lot to talk about when it comes to Vocaloid, but when there's already hundreds, possibly thousands of videos online covering Vocaloid-related content from most relevant to the obscure, you've kind of run out of things to say. Now, while I do have plans to review Vocaloid-related media in the future, specifically the color stage film that stars Hatsune Miku, that won't happen for a really long time. And by long, maybe before the end of 2026. I don't know, just as long as I don't have any specific plans or ideas that pop out of my mind that prevent me from reviewing that movie. But now that we're finally back in the swing of things, let's finally cover some Vocaloid content. We're going to be taking a look at a fan-animated music video based around Hatsune Miku and Supercell's World Is Mine. I think everyone and their grandmother knows what World Is Mine is, so there's no need to elaborate what it is. Like, seriously, this is one of the most popular Hatsune Miku songs ever created. Like, do I really need to explain World Is Mine? And with such a popular song like World Is Mine, of course a fan was going to go out of their way to make a music video based on this hit song. And we're not just talking about any other fan. The music video was created and produced by Shiki Samasa, who has a really extensive and impressive resume. Over on his Twitter account, he not only illustrated and animated this music video, but has also done animation work, novel covers, and is also a salaryman. Wow, that is a busy man. And by taking a look at his various works, he's actually a really good artist. So I'm really intrigued to see what kind of music video he cooked up for World Is Mine. The music video opens up with a POV of us looking at Hatsune Miku as she sits behind a giant glaring windowsill. Come to find out that the POV just so happens to be that of a photographer, who I believe is supposed to be a reference to the other male character that we see in the World Is Mine PV, who both have long short hair and are nameless. So for simplicity reasons, I'm going to refer to this character as John. John notices a butterfly landing on Miku's shoulder. Upon scaring it away, Miku opens her eyes and mistakes John for attempting to reach out to her. Despite her frustration towards John, she then proceeds to act coy around him. What follows is a series of clips in which I can only describe as, oh my god. Am I allowed to show this? One of the reasons I ask is because Hatsune Miku, despite not having an official canon, is supposed to be depicted as a teenage girl. Let me repeat that. Hatsune Miku is portrayed as a teenage girl. And there's probably people in the comments already typing away saying, well, maybe this version of Hatsune Miku is supposed to be depicted as a young adult. Which is a fair argument, as there are many Hatsune Miku music videos that do depict her as such. But in the case of this music video, that's not the case, because it's very clear that she is indeed still in high school. And it makes it worse when you realize the type of occupation that this version of Miku partakes in. Throughout the PV, it's established that Miku is a model, and John Vocaloid over here is her photographer. Not only that, but their relationship is portrayed as very conflicting. Whereas John is often depicted as being clumsy yet supportive towards Miku, Miku is portrayed as a very stuck-up tsundere, often lashing out against John even for the littlest things. And this is basically where I see the biggest flaw when it comes to this PV. No doubt in my mind that the PV itself is well animated, but the biggest problem is the fact that Miku is portrayed as the wrong Dede type. In the original PV for World Is Mine, Miku is supposed to be portrayed as a himedere, which is a trait that often depicts characters as arrogant or selfish, acting out like a princess wanting attention. Don't believe me? For my non-Japanese audience members, the very first line in World Is Mine translates to, "I'm the #1 princess in the world." And while many people can draw similarities between tsundere and himedere, the one main difference is that himederes want love and attention, no matter the cost. But tsunderes almost feel like they don't want the attention, but crave it because that's just who they are. They don't know how to fully express their feelings, and instead utilize anger, frustration, and, to be honest, borderline abusive behavior towards the individuals that they want to pair up with. Not gonna lie, as someone who hasn't seen a lot of anime in the past few years, there's one thing I will say, and that is, I'm kinda glad that people have gotten over the tsundere trope. Let's be honest with ourselves. Tsundere is probably one of the least most appealing tropes for any female character whatsoever. Like, who the hell wants to fantasize being yelled at, beaten up, and oh my god, I'm starting to see why people like this. We do get an explanation as to why Miku still hangs around with John, even if she still sees him as a klutz, as it's revealed through a brief flashback that John helped Miku fend off against a group of bullies who were targeting her. And as Miku reminisces about that past, she decides to call John and meet up at the same exact spot that the two met all those years ago, as Miku seemingly confesses her love towards John. And what follows is even more uncomfortably lewd shots of Miku. Like, seriously, who was in charge of writing the storyline for this PV? Samasa or the people behind Euphoria? Also, we get a brief appearance from Luca and the Kagemine twins, who, from what I can understand from their portrayal, Luca is basically the mother of the twins, as both Rin and Len are depicted as little children, under the guardianship of Luca. And we never see them again. Yeah, I'm not kidding, they just appear for that one brief scene and boom, back to John Fortnite. The PV ends just like how the original song ends, as Miku proclaims to John that maybe it should be him that she should be looking out for. And that was the World Is Mine PV by Shiki Samasa. First, the pros. The animation is beautifully done. It really reminds me of the works of Mamoru Hosoda, from the lighting and visuals, from the character expressions and movements. It's truly impressive how one man can simply make something like this. The only issue that I have is the fact that it's way too overblown with its lewdness. Like, I almost feel like a creepy neck-bearded man viewing this PV. Now here's the most craziest thing I will ever say about this PV. I actually would have been okay with the fan service. Yeah, no joke. I would have been okay with it, if not for the fact that, like I've said previously in this video, Miku is portrayed as a teenage schoolgirl. And yeah, I understand, it's a fictional character, it's a drawing. But then comes in my next complaint. Why portray her as a schoolgirl anyways? It adds nothing to the plot of the PV, and if anything, the only significant thing about it was the fact that they reminisced about the fact that they met each other when they were children. Like, maybe if they were adults in college, or I don't know. Fucking adults? Like, seriously, can we please normalize fan service for adult characters? I'm attracted to older women, for God's sake. And this is coming from someone who is in a relationship with a man! A man! I shouldn't be telling you this! Like, I don't know what to say at this point. I could give it a Geekdom seal of approval, but that also means that I'm approving the questionable fan service in this PV. And if I give it a disapproval rating, then I'm also discrediting the beautiful animation. So yeah, for the first time in the Sounds of Geekdom, I'm not going to give this any ranking. I'm just gonna leave it as it is. So, what do you think of this PV? Did you enjoy it or did you not enjoy it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and please be civil about it. And if you enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new to this channel. Also, make sure to hit that notification button for updates on new content. This has been Spectroheliotic, dropping the mic. 150, what's going on? Is that supposed to be Gablar?
Master Spectro, there's been reports of a disturbance in upstate Milo City.
Oh, for the love of Czarface, one situation at a time, please!
A giant plant creature was spotted in the area.
Fine, I'll deal with the plant monster first. Alright, let's do this! River! I'll do it again. River! Seriously? Oh, God, what is wrong with this belt? And Guys, I feel a little different.